all this while what we are seeing was manual check payments. We were issuing everything was manual. Okay. So let's see automatic payment. It's automatic payment program. This is mandatory for any level of experience guy. Okay, this is a pretty important topic.
Yeah.
A must and a mandatory question from this topic.
Mm-hmm.
So this automatic payment program, what it does is it will go ahead and issue checks automatic. Where we were issuing, if you remember, we were taking 1010, 1001 manual checks we were issuing.
Mm-hmm.
In this, what will happen, at one go you can issue hundreds of checks across to the vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for this we'll go ahead and do the configuration.
Okay.
Okay, there is a single transaction code FBZP where you can configure all the settings. Okay, or either you can go pathwise, or either you can go with the single transaction code.
Okay.
In this, you have something like all company code. In this all company code settings, okay, let me go ahead and configure and come back each one. So first one is all company code. Either you can go by path or either you can go by a transaction code. So here I'll just show you financial accounting, payable, vendor, business transaction, outgoing payment. Here, all the settings, all company code, paying company code, all this you can see in a single transaction code, FBZP. Here, all this.
Right.
Or either you can go pathwise this way. So what I'll use, I'll go by this. So first I'll look into all company codes. That is what I said over here, all company code. What is this all company code? In this all company code, you will say what is the company code you are configuring for. You are configuring it for F500. Sending company code F500. This paying company code is F500. Now what is the sending company code? Sending company code is you will take in case of cross company codes. Okay, cross company codes. If you have F600, F700, F500, right? Cross company codes. In case of cross company codes, this is used as sending company code. If there is a transaction happening between the similar company, company codes, two different company codes, which are falling under same group, but the condition is which are falling under same group.
Okay.
If you do not mention here F5, the sending company code, by default the system will pick this as the sending company code.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
This as per the business area wise, if you want to make a payment, you will select this. Separate a payment per business area wise. This way you will select this. Okay. Tolerance days for payable. Okay. This is like a grace days if you want to take, and extra days. Okay. Here you can like what we have seen in case of like 2 days or 3 days, if you are giving as a tolerance days over here. Okay, like if you remember, we give an extra days, right? Like for the payment, so it will go ahead and pick, even though invoices are due, but it will take another 2 days as a tolerance days.
Right.
Okay, if you mention this way, outgoing payment with maximum cash discount from. Okay, see, if the invoice is about 2%, example I am giving you, even the due date has not appeared, it will go ahead and make the payment if you maintain like this, 2%. Okay, so in like for example, if you are mentioned in the discount, if you remember where we maintain discount, right?
Right.
In so like this we maintain, right? Here we maintain discounts, right? Right over here we maintain discount. So what is the maximum discount we maintain here? 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So if I select here as a 10%, then what will the system do is, it will go ahead and make the payment even though the due date has not come,
Mm-hmm.
because it is looking that it can avail a 10% discount. Okay, I'll select maximum cash discount. I don't want to make it a specific 10%. What is the maximum discount? We'll go ahead and make the payment. This comes into an account special GLs, if you remember, in case of a down payments.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
F for the request, A for the down payment. You can make this. So you can make this down payments and all those things on behalf of the vendors through this automatic payment program. Or do you want to, you want to keep an exception list saying that, okay, for request I don't want any kind of a automatic payment, but for down payments I want to use this, like this. You can mention exception list.
Okay, so those are codes, A and F, those are codes, right?
Special GL indicators.
Okay, right.
Okay, I'll go ahead and save this. So after defining this all company code, I'm going into paying company code. Next setting. Paying company code. New entries. So what is my paying company code? One who's paying is F500. Minimum amount for incoming. Okay. This minimum amount for incoming, minimum amount for outgoing. This is all related to the customer and vendor. Incoming customer, right? Outgoing vendor, something like this. Okay. No exchange rate differences. Remember when we were looking into exchange rates, right? We used to guess the differences in the exchange rate, right? If you select this, then it will not capture exchange rate differences. If you select this, no exchange rate differences, only in case of partial payments only. This one. Separate payment for each reference line. If we go ahead and make the payment for each single reference, okay, you have a line items, right? For each separate reference, it will pick up this.
Right.
Here you have a payment advice. Along with the check, whenever you receive, along with the check, there will be a piece of paper attached to it which states that for the payment, right? Along with that, you will have one.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the form. So I'm just giving a default form and I'll show you the output, how this form looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This part, entire thing is taken care by the ABAPers, where they'll set up the header and the text for this particular form.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll show you the output of this form, how it looks like. I'll save it. So after this, all company code, paying company code.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did is, I made this two settings as one combination in order to remember, because they'll ask you the complete picture of this when you go ahead and give the description on this automatic payment program, how it runs. Then you should say all company code, paying company code. In all company code, we decide the sending company code and the paying company code, tolerances plus discounts. In the paying company code, we decide the minimum incoming and minimum outgoing with respect to the vendors and the customers. Okay, or then we decide the form in this paying company code at the higher level. Then I'm going to payment methods in country. Country. Here, payment method in country. So our country is what? US.
Yeah.
I go to US. Now these are all the payment methods. This is the important part of the configuration, the main part of the configuration. Now if you see here, there are so many payment methods. Payment methods decides in what way you are making the payment. Are you making an online payment? Are you making a bank transfers? Are you making a check payment? What is the kind of a payment that you are making? That this payment method decides.
Yeah.
If you see, there are so many payment methods that so B is not there. Let's go ahead and define by B. So I'll say you can pick the default ones, like C is there. You can pick this one.
Yeah.
Okay, in order to do that, I'm just defining it to make your clarity how it runs. So US, payment method B. What are we doing? We are doing for the check payment, right? That is what we decided, right?
Mm-hmm.
For F500. F500. What is that? It's for outgoing or incoming? It's for
Outgoing.
outgoing.
Yeah.
Okay, payment method classification. Is it a bank transfer? Are we issuing a check? What are we trying to do?
Check.
Check. Select the check. Okay. Now here it says, this is basically taken into account with respect to the HR, allowed for personal payments. In case of, okay, post office current account method. There are certain ways where you make the check payment based on this post office current account method. So I still till date I have not used it, so I don't know about it. The next, required master record specifications. Do you remember that in the master record we mentioned street, PO box, postal code and all those things?
Yes, yes.
While creating the vendor.
Right.
/n FK03. While we are creating this vendor, we had this. Remember this one?
Yeah.
Street. Now if you select this, okay, then it will become mandatory function. If it is not entered over there, the system will throw an error.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bank details. Now if you select this bank details, can you see account number required, IBN, SWIFT code required, collection authorization and all those things. Can you see here this?
Mm-hmm.
Bank account number, IBN number, collection authorization, all these things. If you mention this is not the bank, our bank account, this is the vendor bank account details.
Okay. Yes.
Vendor related bank details.
Okay.
Now if you select this again, if you say here account number required, then it becomes mandatory in that you have to mention the bank account number here.
Oh, okay. I mean, these are the fields that would control your entries basically, right? So this is like a...
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. You are making it as a mandatory function for entering those.
Right.
Like for the country, this is US.
Mm-hmm.
I'll mention US. Some bank key, not our bank key. So what I'll do, some bank key. Like for example, I'll say Lloyd's Bank, something like this. Okay. So some bank account number I'll give. So with respect to the Lloyd's Bank account number. Okay. So here I'll give something like 86 something. Getting this? This is not, this is respect to the vendor bank details.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Enter. I'll save it. So it is mandate. It's like a field status group. You're trying to control the fields of those.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. Okay. What is the document type for the outgoing payment in case of a vendor? If you remember, we have an outgoing payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a document type /n F-53 outgoing payment. What is the document type here?
KZ.
KZ. So here either you mention KZ or either you mention a separate document type which specifies, okay, these are the document types which have been taken for automatic payment program, or you can mention KZ. It's up to you.
Okay.
How you want to set it up.
Right.
Or you can specify a different document type through which you can identify, okay, these are the one which we have done it for, like ZP and ZV.
Okay.
You can use this. Either one you can use.
Okay.
It's up to you. Now this is an important part. Very, very important part. Mm-hmm. Now based on this payment medium program, what is the system does is, based on this program, which is RFFOUSC. Please note it down. With this payment program, what it does is it will not only do the clearing but also helps in issuing the check. Automatic clearing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is the transaction code we used to raise for a vendor invoice? We used to raise it through F-43. Remember?
Right.
Vendor invoice.
Right.
And then how we used to make the payment? F-53.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Then I used to issue a check, FCH5.
Right.
Now this will become void. This both will become void.
Yeah.
I'll issue it, but with the help of this payment program, I'll not only do clearing, but also issue the check.
Oh,
Two things
okay.
I'll do with this payment.
Okay.
Okay. This is all related to your
So you supposed
printer name and all.
you supposed to remember the name of that medium program, or is it like?
No, this you can I'll tell you how you have to you can see this payment medium program with respect to the
Right.
country wise.
Right. Okay.
Okay, how you should see. Go to a transaction code SE38 which shows all the program. Like this you give RFFOU star.
Yeah.
Press F4. Can you see here?
Right.
Like this you can see.
Right.
See, or you remove this. You remove and then press F4. These are all the payment program, Australia, specific to the country wise. See here?
Mm-hmm.
Like this. This is the one which we are using. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where you can see the program. Okay. Now if you want to see the details of the program, how it looks like and all those things, just say display. This is a program written basically by an ABAP, this one.
Right.
You can understand the language of this.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this is the printer name and all this, you can give it.
Right.
I'll save it.
Okay.
Now, do you want to specifically say, okay, only the currencies allowed are USD, UR, INR, AUD, CAD? Do you want to make it specific that the payment should be made only on this specific currencies? If you leave it blank, then it identifies that it can be done for any currencies.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. But if you fill it in, then it'll be just for that currency.
Specific to that country.
Right.
So if you see here in this particular setting in the payment method in country, whatever we have defined as B, did we specify anywhere company code over here on this screen?
No.
No. So this is at the country level. The
Oh, okay.
same thing, whatever I have defined at the country level, I need to extend it to the company code.
Okay.
So this is payment method in company code level.
Yeah.
Same thing, I'm extending that payment method, whatever I've defined in country, I'm extending it to the company code.
Right.
New entries. So my payment company code is F500, method which I've defined is B. So this is with respect to the tolerance limit for the incoming and the outgoing payments. This is related to the payment wise.
Okay.
Okay. So here I'll say minimum 100. Maximum I can give any payment. If I specify 10,000, then it's like a tolerance. I cannot issue more than 10,000. The system will throw an error then. Amount limits.
Right.
I'll say 999. Okay. This minimum 100 is respect to the returns. Sometimes we have a returns, right?
Right.
Memos, credit memos, or a debit memos. Now if I select a single payment for marked line item, I might be having n number of payments which I need to make to the vendor.
Yeah, okay.
3 invoices, 5 invoices, 6 invoices, right?
Right.
So if I say single payment for the marked line items means for all the 5 invoices it will club and it will give the payment.
Oh, okay, so it'll club together, okay.
Like 5 invoices are there of 100, 100, 100, 100.
Right,
So
right.
what it will do, 500 it will give.
Oh,
If you do
okay.
not select this, then all it will be given as a separate line item.
Okay.
Okay. Now payment per due date. So please make the payment only per due date wise.
Right.
Otherwise no. It's like a grouping. You're trying to group it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to allow foreign payments, foreign currencies? You can select if you want this, all this.
Okay.
Okay. Foreign currencies allowed, or customers or vendor banks abroad allowed, and all those things you can assign. Now this is with respect to the form for the payment medium. This is your check. You have a template for the check, right? Like a check. On the check it will be written, right?
Right.
Pay.
Mm-hmm.
You will give the name.
Mm-hmm.
And below you will give whatever the amount is, right?
Right.
All the template that will be designed by with the help of an ABAPer, and then you give this particular program name.
Mm-hmm.
Renum underscore check. By default this is. Note it down.
Okay.
Okay. This was payment medium.
Right.
Okay, that along with the check behind you have a like a print of paper, right? Along with the check attached.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
that is the one which I shown you over there.
Okay.
Okay, further you can mention drawer and all those things over there. And just save it.
Okay.
Don't get confused between the payment medium over here and the one which we have selected under this paying company code.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh,
500, right? Yeah.
this one. This is your advice.
From the payment
That
advice.
was a payment medium. So make it a note that this is a payment advice.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Okay.
Program names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the two. So this one was one combination. So this is one combination.
Okay.
Okay. The last combination, this is your bank determination, which helps in your integrating with your GL. This is your integration point.
Mm-hmm.
Identifying your GL. So I'll go to bank determination. Your bank determination, you go to a particular paying company code F500, select this F500, double click on ranking order. So on the first part in the bank determination is ranking order. What is ranking order? Do you think a bank will set up only with one particular bank? They might be having a number of banks, right?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Dealing with. So this ranking order helps in rank the particular banks as per what bank it should pick.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but remember, here you will make it an order. Like for example, B. I might be having a number of payment methods C, D, E, F.
Right.
But when I am making a payment in the front end, also I have an option in changing this ranking order. Whatever I mentioned the order here.
I see. Okay.
So I give it as 1. So my house bank, we created an house bank. Remember the CBICS?
Yes.
I'm calling this.
House bank is a branch. Yeah.
So this is the ranking.
Right.
Next I might be having Wells. I might be having HSBC.
Yeah.
I might be having all those banks. So I'll make the order here. So according to the order, it picks up.
Okay.
But in the front end, I have an option of changing this order.
Okay. Right.
Okay. Now I'm going into bank accounts.
So let's say if you have on the first on the first list in the order, so it's gonna pick up from the first. So when will it pick up on the second one?
That is what I'm telling you. In the front end, you have the option of changing it. Here you will rank it how it will pick. I'll show you in the front end how you should pick up the order.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got it. Okay.
Bank accounts, new entries. Here I'll give house bank. Here you will mention the GL account. Associate the GL account over here.
Okay, right.
It's B. currency USD. We mention an account, right? Now I have to see savings, current.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'll use the savings account. Okay, now here, bank, my sub account. Okay, now I'll use my savings account here. We created, right? 2 GLs we created, right?
Right,
So
that's right. Yes.
So associated this with my GL. Okay. Now I'll click, I'll save it. Now I'll click on this available amount. New entries. My house bank. Here my account ID. Savings. Now here these days are applicable in case of a bills of exchange. Any idea what's a bills of exchange?
Bills of exchange?
Yeah.
So you have certain days where you can exchange stuff? Is that what it is?
Exactly. Yeah. It's something like that only. So what will happen? You went ahead and you made the sale.
Right.
Okay. For example, let's say on the vendor perspective only. What happened? Vendor sold to you.
Yeah.
Right. Once the vendor has sold to you, what will happen? There will be in between you. There will be one kind of an agreement, right? When he sold you, maybe a receipt or maybe something the vendor will give you where you will sign it out and give it to you. Okay, this is the thing that I have purchased from that vendor, right? Right.
Right.
So that whatever that document is there between you, okay, what will that vendor does is in between you there will be one common bank. He'll go to that bank and he'll say, this is what I have sold it to Farhan. So now I am in need of cash. So you can collect this from Farhan directly after so and so days, maybe after 30 days time. But I need cash right away. So what the banker does is it will go ahead and give that cash to that vendor, and that whatever the document is there, it keep it with the bank. The bank goes ahead at that particular day on the 30 days, go ahead and collect it from the front directly instead of that vendor. Okay. So when it gives it to the vendor, that bank amount, it will reduce a certain amount, okay, some minimum amount, and then give it to the vendor.
Okay.
Okay, so there are the days are involved. So I'll give something like this, number of days, something like this. Okay. So available outgoing amount, like it's what is the available outgoing? Are you going to keep any kind of a limit to it? I'm giving no limit. Something. Say, that's it. Back. Now house banks we already done. If you remember.
Right.
Yesterday.
Yes.
House banks. This is already done. Accounts and all those. Master data is already done. Sorry, house bank configuration is done.
Right.
Okay. So this is all about the configuration side of the automatic payment program.
Okay.
So bank accounts, then you have your available, outgoing. Okay. Now whatever this I have maintained this, I mean to say that payment method, okay, either you maintain this in your master data. What is the payment method which we created?
Check.
Yeah, what is that method name we gave? B, remember?
Oh, okay, B. All right.
B, I'll mention B. B, we are using it for which one? CBICS, right?
Right.
C, I'll use it for HSBC. Okay. D, I'll use it for Wells Bank. Getting this?
Okay.
Like this, I can give the order.
Right. Okay. Okay.
As per that order.
Okay.
So what I'll give, I'll mention the payment method in the master data like this. B.
And this is.
You want to make it specific? Specific. This vendor should be allowed only from this particular house bank.
Right. Okay. This is the manual you are talking about, where you can change the order of the house bank.
No. This is at the master data level. I'm entering specific to the vendor. Other one. That is other one. That is the front end. While at the time of the execution, I'll show you.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go ahead and save it. Okay, changes have been made. Back. Or what I'll do, see, I'm picking up F-43. Okay, so what I'll say is 0104 13. I'll pick up the vendor. I'm posting an invoice for testing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm testing it now.
Okay.
My configuration.
Right.
F-43. I'm raising an invoice.
Okay.
So I'm saying 1000. Okay. Now can you see here this payment method?
Yes.
Now either you enter it in the master data or either you enter it here.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
same.
Okay.
Okay, here.
Right.
Payment method B.
Right.
Either there or either here.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'll say 40, which I'm purchasing. I'll say 1000. I'll increase this amount. That's fine. I'll save it. Now what we used to do outgoing payment through F-53, we used to do the outgoing payment.
Right.
Now how do I do the outgoing payment? I will not use F-53 and then I'll issue the manual check FCH5. Now instead of this, I'll use a single transaction code F110. Okay, this will not only clear the invoice, but also issue check.
Okay,
Yeah.
so normally in real world people use this transaction code, right? F110.
Exactly. This
Okay.
is manual. This is manual. How
Okay.
much? How many will you issue manual? There will be
Right.
hundreds of vendors, right?
Yes, of course, yes.
So this is the one. This is very, very important. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So this is held by a program RFFOUS_C
Okay.
through this program.
Okay.
So let's do this now. F110. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this can be your one of the month-end activities.
Mm-hmm.
This need not be. You can run anytime because payment is issue is there.
Right. Okay.
F110. Okay. So I'll just pick up the date. What is the date the system is taking? Okay, identify. This is like a variant. I'm giving like F500.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this carefully. This identification is like a variant. To this variant, I'm giving all the controls. Like this variant will carry specific to company code F500, payment method B. Okay. So next payment when I'm going to take into consideration, so I'll say 03/01/2014. Okay. Do you want to make it specific to a particular vendor? A range of vendors. If you do not mention, it will pick up all the vendors then.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to maintain any kind of a foreign exchange rates if there are there for anything? You want to maintain an exchange rate type?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like a log. If you remember, if you want to see the log,
Right.
okay, you can select this log in case of a due date check or payment selection in all cases.
Right.
This is a line item for the payment documents. I'll show you. This line item will show you the display. These are all for log. These are additional if you want to set it up. Just save it.
Mm-hmm.
Come back to status. So I have created a parameter, a controls to this. Then I'll run a proposal. Now what will this proposal does is, so in F110, what did we do? We set up a parameter. So under a parameter, we have set up the company code, payment method, right, and the log. Then you have a proposal. What does this proposal does is, it will run in the background and pick up all the open invoices.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up all the open invoices. See, I'll run the proposal, start immediately. I'm running, see, executing this. If you do not want, if you want to run it on a later date, you can run it. So because I want to see it now, I'll say start. So what it says over here, proposal ready to be started. Okay. Now refresh this. Just refresh this status. So what it says, proposal has been created.
Okay.
Okay. You can check the log here. Display this proposal. So if you see here, you can see many errors over here. If you go ahead and see. Okay. Like it says, see, company code F500 is not assigned to a financial management area. FM area. Okay. Now this is the one it has picked up, see.
Right.
Invoice.
Right.
Because we combined it, remember?
Yes.
Total. So ours is 5,000, see. This one. Now concentrate only on this. This is the one. It has picked up.
Right.
Okay. Now what I'll do is, I'll try to first configure this, then we come back and see there should not be any error.
Okay.
Okay. This one. I'll go here. Enterprise structure, definition. Here, maintain financial management area. New entries. So I'll say F500. This is another module. Okay. This is not your under. There is an FSCM, financial supply chain management.
Okay.
This comes under that. I'm just configuring it to show you that error. Without this also you can run. It does not give you any issue.
Okay.
So whatever we define, we assign it. So this is there. 500. Save it. What I'll do is edit proposal, delete. I'll delete this proposal.
Okay.
So again I'm running it. Started running. I'll refresh it. It has been created. So let's see the log again. Now it is telling something error. No update profile assigned to financial management area. Next error.
Okay.
Like this you should keep on running it and look into those errors.
Okay.
Okay. So no update profile. Go to the IMG screen. Just say update profile. Here. Assign update profile to management area. Funds management it comes under. Here. So just assign the default one. This one I'll go ahead and assign, I'll save it. Now I'll come back. I'll delete the run again similar way. I'll run the proposal. No display. No error now. See the error is gone.
Yeah.
that these are, you are able to see only because you have selected as a line item display. Otherwise you would not have been seen this.
Yeah.
Like this, I go back here because you selected this line item display.
Right.
That is why you are able to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the important part. Now it has selected the proposal. You can see the display, what all it has selected, see. Okay, the green color ones you have selected.
Yeah.
Okay, now the question of, remember I was talking about here in the front end you can change the ranking order.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is in the display payment, display. You need to get into the edit proposal here, this one.
Mm-hmm.
So once you edit this proposal, now this is in the edit payment. Now if you double click on this, for example, let's say this will turn into a green color. If I double click, this is in INR now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's why it is showing in that. Now if you double click on each one of this, you can select reallocate. You can select the payment method, whichever method you want to select.
Okay.
See here, now we have only B, so you are not able to see. There will be n number of payment methods here.
Okay.
Getting this?
Right.
Hello?
Yes, yes. Can you hear
For
me?
example, let's say for 5,000 I'll go. I'll double click on this.
Right.
I'll go to reallocate.
Yeah.
Here you will get, if you want to change a new payment method, you'll select and change this. If you want to select this.
So this is what you call front end, right? This is where you can change and everything.
Yeah, in the front end you can change it. Because by default it is picking B, right? Because
Right.
we gave it as ranking 1.
I understand. Yes. Yes.
So later if you want to change, you can change it. So this is in green color now. I'll go back.
Right.
So now I'll run the payment run.
Okay.
I'll run it now.
Right.
Okay, so what this payment run will do is, it will clear the invoice first.
Okay.
Okay, and issues a document number to it. Two things it will do.
Okay.
Payment run now.
Right.
So it is doing the F-53 part.
Mm-hmm.
So running, just wait for 2-3 seconds, refresh. So 2 generated, 2 completed, 2 documents.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now if you want to see a document number, what are the document numbers it has created? Go to this edit, payment, here you have display. Here,
Mm-hmm.
see, it has given 4007 and 4008,
Yeah.
2 document numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So it has cleared this document now.
Right.
Now it will be lying in the cleared document, this one,
Mm-hmm.
this 5000, not in the open item. Let's see.
Okay.
MBL 1. So only 3000 is left.
Yeah.
So in the cleared you have got all this. So what was this? 407, right? Document numbers. See, this 5000 is clear,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
What's the document? 4008.
8. Yes.
4008 here.
So this is clear.
Cleared.
Okay.
And one more is 407. So the combination of all this is 407.
Okay.
2600.
Mm-hmm.
2600. 2410.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One is debit side.
Mm-hmm.
Here. In this combination. Okay. Back. Now this has just done the clearing. We need to issue the check also, right? Now
Mm-hmm. Yes.
click on this.
Yes.
Go to print out / payment media. This was the program, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just maintain the variant for this. Under this. It's very important. You cannot understand this if just pay attention over here. F500.
Mm-hmm.
This is the payment medium.
Okay.
I am creating a variant in order to issue a check.
Okay.
Okay, I click on this maintain variants.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say here for all selection screens. I want to for all the screens. Continue. Here my paying, my ident, like you know, you can give the dates. what we gave, like, what was that? It was picking 02, right? One second.
Okay.
Okay, some date or some identification for this. This is not mandatory. If you don't want to give, just don't give.
Okay.
It's for an order. It's up to you. Now here, paying, this is very important. F500, paying company code. Payment method is what? C or B?
B.
B.
Yeah.
House bank. Which is our house bank? This is the house bank, right?
Yeah.
Account ID, savings. Okay. Check lot number. Now earlier the check lot number which we are using was non-sequential. Remember, whatever I want. But for automatic payment program you cannot use non-sequential.
Okay.
So we need to use sequential one. Remember, we created one for current account yesterday, last class.
Yes.
Guys, now I am creating it for savings.
Okay.
Check lot.
Okay, you have both in house bank and account ID same with the S in the end. Is that correct? You didn't make any mistake, right?
Yeah, one we created with a similar name, if you remember, right?
Okay.
I'm not selecting this.
Okay.
This I'm using it for automatic checkbook.
Okay.
And save it. So lot number is 01.
You didn't select
So come back here.
You didn't select the non-sequential. It means it's gonna be sequential then.
Yeah, because in automatic payment program I cannot select non-sequential.
Exactly.
It should be like sequential, right? It should go in order. Automatic. The system will pick up, right?
Yes, it makes sense. Yes.
01.
Yeah.
Now payment. This is the printer name.
Okay. Right.
Do you want to see the advice notes also? Yes, I want to see the advice notes. Do you want to see the summary? Yes, I want to see the summary as well.
Okay.
Okay, these three things I'll show you. Check, advice, summary.
Okay.
Okay. So sample printouts I'll give 0. Do you want to put any void or something like this? You can keep it. Okay. So this is under a variant I'm creating all this aspect. Okay, click on this attributes. Okay, just give a description. In order to give the description, I clicked on the attributes, I'll save it. So this is how my variant has been saved. I'll come back. I'll come back to status. Save. So I have created a variant. Now I'll go to the printout. So what is the variant name we defined? F500.
Yeah.
Right? Remove that question mark. Give the variant for the job name. Just say continue. Now what it says in the below?
F110 has been scheduled.
Print the job has been scheduled.
Right.
Okay. So where do you see the print output?
LPT.
Note down this transaction code. Very important. Whatever the print you want to see. Spool, what we call SP01 transaction code.
Okay, spool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Execute.
Okay.
What are the three things I told you? I'll show you. Summary, advice, check payment.
Yes.
Let us see the summary first. This is what it is giving. 2 checks that you are paying. Then I told you I'll show you the payment advice. Can you see this is an advice form?
Yes.
Here we have cleared the item listed below with a document so and so. This is not a check. This is like an advice form.
That's right. Okay.
To this advice form, whatever it is there, it is attached with a check. Can you see here? It says we have settled, like an advice form. This is.
Yes.
This is a check. Can you see here? This is the below is a check.
Right. Okay.
I just picked up one sample to show you.
Okay.
Okay, this will be designed. You need to sit with an ABAPer. He'll do the all alignment, logo, and all those things.
Okay.
So here, see, I did not use anything. I have done the clearing as well as issuing the check.
Okay.
With this automatic payment program. Any questions?
No.
Till here.
Yeah.
So this is about the automatic payment program.
Okay.
Hello.
This we did manual.
Okay.
This is here. So tomorrow I'll show you EBS.
Okay.
Electronic bank
Transfer statement.
statement.
Hello, Father.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Same to you.
Farah.
Same to you.
Same to you,
Farah.
Kavita.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year. Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
same to you, Kavita.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
And
here
Mr.
for our
Class,
electronic bank
actually,
statement
Mr.
is, yeah.
Father and Mr. Class, please recording, right?
No, I will give it to you, Kavita. I will give it to you once the recording, gets done with the conversion. Then I will give it to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Farhan, what is electronic bank statement is?
Mm-hmm.
You get a statement from the bank, right?
Right.
You have an account in a bank, right? Every month or every
Yes.
weekly or bi-weekly, they'll send you a bank statement, right?
Yeah, you check online, electronic bank statement. That's
That
everything.
bank statement we'll try to upload in SAP.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll have one sample file,
Okay.
okay, from one of my clients, and
Okay.
we'll try to upload this in our SAP system.
Oh, great.
Okay, I'll share you with you. That's
Great.
the statement. So how once you upload in the
Right.
SAP, how does it reflect? We'll see over there.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is what we'll see tomorrow.
Okay,
so this
great.
is a big one,
Okay.
the lengthy one. So we'll see tomorrow on this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thanks you.
All right.
Thank you, Kadir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.